You know, they be funny style. You know, they be funny style.
Rooster Condor 1, I've got that intel you requested on Louis Serra. It seems he used to be a researcher for Umbrella.
Bad bitch.
I should have left him in that back of the lot.
I'm sending you the details. Take a look, but Baby Eagle is your priority.
Making it a family.
Video.
Making my way to the church. Suki has been cooking. She's been cooking, and the shit looks amazing. So we got to do it right. So DeontayKyle.com for everything. Deontay at DeontayKyle.com for all booking and inquiries. We did get booked for a show in Durham. It's like a one-off show. It's in Park. Yeah, so shout out to the good people of Durham, North Carolina. We'll be coming to see you August 29th. More details on that to come. But any serious booking or inquiries, please hit me there. There has been, I understand, I filtered that email, more 100,000 talk. I'm filtering those emails through my assistant. So if you don't get a return, we'll get to you. You know what I mean? But if you
Oh man, it's dark.
And you're coming with a bag, oh brother, we back. Oh brother. But anybody that's like sending GoFundMe and things like that, understand we have to like send it through a vetting process as not to be a scam, or as not to scam our audience into sending money to somebody that's just trying to take advantage of the Grits and Eggs boys. You know, I saw inflow. Once we did that Grits and Eggs graduation giveaway, now niggas was like, I need money too. I'm like, hey, yo. You need money? We need money? Everybody needs money. Everybody needs money. Yeah. I need money. Yeah. I need money. Everybody needs money. But we have to vet these because you're not going to scam them. No. You're not going to scam the community. Advice at DeontayKyle.com. We'll be doing a couple of advice sessions today, along with some phone calls from 657-234-8. That's 657-234-3447. Oh. Now, if you'd like to talk to me and Big Cat directly, we are going to start back our live stream on the one and only Patreon. $8. $8, man. If you got that 8, that'd be great. Yeah, man. I will forewarn you. Next week, you don't give away that much. You don't give away that much. Do the knowledge, nigga. That's the university slogan. Yeah. Do the knowledge, nigga. Do the motherfucking knowledge. Yeah, man. If oh my God. If you didn't get enough credits at your college or university, and you're looking for a community, and you're looking for a BCU to attend, come on down to Grits and Eggs University. Yeah. We doing the knowledge. Yes, sir. We kicking the white man in his ass. Yes. What's ass? All semester long. Awesome. We uncover Yakub's secrets over here, baby. Now, I have had...
The fuck?
I'm in a readjustment. I'm make jokes about being fat, and then niggas like, I got you. Yeah. Hey. It's not a Willie nigga. I see it works for you. God damn. Why niggas hold up? Oh, nigga, watch sport ass. Oh, yeah, I'll get them titties off you in no time. Get the titties off you. Yeah, break frame.
Give me a break already.
It works. It is shorty. So the girls too. The girls been hitting me up too. I'm loving the community support.
Yeah.
Second of all, I'm gonna attend the Olympics at this point next year.
Oh, you going Olympics next year?
Yeah. We'll work on that mobility.
Yeah. We'll be right, baby.
10 minutes together.
Yeah.
But look, shorty said, "Hey, Deontay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I would you. You put in garbage, get out the garbage. That is true." I said, "Hey, you could put her page. This the hey, look. I'm gonna tell you right now, son. I'm not Pilates.
Oh, man.
Do you know the history of Pilates?
Yeah, that's made by two in jail.
I mean, it's a core. It's a body workout.
Yeah.
It's like calisthenics.
Yeah.
Calisthenics for the bench.
Yeah.
But no, this girl be strong, bro. First of all, no smoke with no Pilates. No Pilates. First of all, they go out here. Yeah. They got the breath. You gonna be going first?
Yeah.
They gonna be just getting started.
They're getting started, bro.
Yeah. It's like
Out of the way.
Pilates is intimidating.
It is.
I'm there. But yeah, I appreciate all the support. I got you, bro. I'm gonna keep this together. Let me get my men's health on.
Yeah.
I've been doing boiled eggs, black coffee, military breakfast. But I will say this: start your day like that, you got energy.
Yeah.
You don't feel like trash. Start your day with bacon, eggs, and grits.
Yeah.
Sleep, so at 10 o'clock, like, lay back down. Lay back down. Yeah. The bigger thing is getting active 30 minutes a day on the walk.
Yeah.
I ain't been too consistent, but I'm getting there. All right. But I'm going to tell y'all another thing. To go from inactive to active, and it's hot as a bitch.
Hot.
Goddamn hot. Goddamn, it takes some perseverance. Oh my God, this is why I wish I would have gave the dog away now.
Yeah.
He could just get out there and walk with me. But that motherfucker's so stubborn and bad.
Yeah.
It was make sure he was running the fuck up.
Just running different goddamn.
Yeah, man. Look, I think my days as a pet. Man, I want to get the motherfucker with. They say the motherfuckers are stubborn too, man. They say they take too long to. They say they take a nice little minute to potty train them fully. And then they like they don't listen, like they hard headed. You know what I'm saying? I don't got time for the hard headed ass dog.
You already got hard headed ass children.
So I'm saying,
now we running around hard headed ass dog and children.
look, I got gymnastics Wednesday and Taekwondo Thursday whenever.
Yeah.
Then I got boxing with Kyron Wednesday, Friday. Not to mention, Kyron want to be in the Beta Club.
Okay.
So then we gonna have another extracurricular.
Yeah.
And then everybody got to do at least 2 extracurriculars.
Okay.
And like Kyron already got his 2. Emery got her 2. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. They got a robotics club at this school. So that's
cool.
I'm
That's
really
smooth.
robotics.
That's smooth.
Yeah. So it's like, okay. This is the very dad portion of the show. Nigga, it's enough. Throw a dog in there? And I'm finna go on tour? It's not happening. Man, I'll tell you what, that doctor's gonna be on stage with me.
Hey, there's a next dog.
There's a next dog.
Why not, son?
Now, they asked me with the mascot, when we just being sick with talking, she was like, what is the mascot for the university? Let me tell you what I told her. Big ass cut. What would it be? What would it be, son? What would the Grizzly Lakes University be without the big cat?
Yeah, man.
Got some new ways, stranger.
Yeah, man.
You're
That's
ready
got it
for a
out,
treat.
baby. Come on, man. Run around it. We're going to flip everything, son.
He could be done.
He was done. Jumping through the wing of fire.
I really do feel
Well,
confident about this. I
got
remember
some
that they had the
rare
Hillman type
things
thing,
on sale,
and the reason why things like that go straight, you got too many people included.
There's some things money
There's no
can't
structure.
buy.
So it starts the idea, then it blasts out to everybody. And then
Ruby's
this
all
how you
rubbish.
get
It makes no
Yeah.
difference.
You know, you're not. So we start very small.
That's
We're
all
very
that
small.
you.
We like the University of Phoenix. Okay, okay. but accredited.
Yeah.
You
know what
get
I'm
some
saying?
bang for your buck.
We online, but we
I
accredited, son.
guarantee.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
You go to the University of Phoenix,
Yeah.
office job coming your way, son.
Real soon.
You're gonna be in a cubicle in no time.
You got it.
You come to Christian Age University, you're gonna go to your job, you're gonna look at white people a little different.
Yeah.
You have a quote. You're gonna be like, did you do something with your hair? You gonna say, thanks, cracker.
Out of my face cracking the workplace. Nuts.
All right. The reason why we carried on at 20 minutes.
Okay. 20 minutes already?
Yeah, the reason why we carried on this long is because the rest of the show is going to be quite somber.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Corey Darrell Ruiz was murdered by Madison police. Madison police do not
If you
wear
want
body
a fighting
cams,
chance,
and they
out
see
there,
3
you
shots
best
to the
chin
head
up your kids.
fitting for resisting arrest. Now, shout out to the brother that just took over the press conference.
Yeah. He wasn't playing no games.
Said I'm not fucking around. Let's play.
A
I don't
deal
know this
well
brother's name,
struck.
but we got a clip right here.
Thank
Right
you.
here.
Yeah.
We can play. Let me see. Because here's the thing. Here's the thing about this. Anybody that's seen this video, if you haven't, Corey Darrell,
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference.
he was
Right.
resisting arrest,
Not
clearly,
bad.
but he had already been tased.
Yes, he did.
They already had one of the cuffs on him. Of course, they
There
claim
you are.
he was brandishing a
As
knife.
you wish.
That hasn't been proven to be true. Details have not rolled out. The police officer essentially let this man take over the conference because they know they dead
Molding a
fuck
weapon
wrong.
to suit your
And
specific
there's several
needs.
angles of this murder.
Dazzled, are you? Our
We'll
cross.
see how when you have 2 cops already restraining him, one ready to arrest him, and one point-blank range shoot him 3 times in the head.
Why not try your hand at a new gun, stranger?
What the fuck part of law and order that is? That is just murder.
Pleasant
So
trails.
he had a brother. I'm not sure what his brother's name, but I believe he did say his name. Yeah.
Not start. Well, we can shut this down. You can stop talking because we don't want to hear anything you've been saying. You're going to say the same thing
Ooh, you.
down in the city. We don't want any of that talk. You giving us this speech with oh, we've seen the cameras. We've seen. There was a knife in this young man's hand. We don't want to hear that today. We didn't want to hear it when they put their neck on George Floyd's neck. We don't want their foot on George Floyd's neck, and we don't want to hear it today. That's it. What do you have to say about that? Oh, you don't get to talk, I said. Right. Go ahead. Enough is enough. Oh, step aside. That's right. Oh, give me this microphone, then. Excuse me.
Well, all right.
I represent AppTap, all power to all people. Right? My name is.
So this is Carlos Dixon of what he said, AppTap, all power to all people. If you watch this video, he take the mic from the fucking police chief.
That he does.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. As big as a risk that was, the fact that nobody stopped him, the fact that they didn't restrain him, in a police department that just shot a man 3 times in the head, tells you that they dead fucking wrong and they know it. Because anytime that he would have, first of all, his energy is on 10. You can hear him speaking. You can hear he's nervous. You can hear he's speaking from the heart. And he approaches the police chief, nigga, understand this. This is a black man, too. Shout out to Carl.
Church.
To this
I
brother.
made it.
The nigga approached the police chief, snatched the mic, and they let him cook. They know they fucking wrong. And here's the thing, too. It gotta get to a point in fucking Minnesota, nigga, in Wisconsin, up there in that area, where these police are just murdering niggas. They during the ice raids, murder white men, was killing everybody. There has to be something in the consciousness of those people up here. They like, look, bro, hey, chief, defend.
God damn.
Where they like, all right, get up, like escort the nigga. They don't cook because they know they dead the fuck wrong, bro.
Hey, go ahead. Enough is enough.
I'll step aside.
That's right. Oh, give me this microphone then. Excuse me. That's right. My name is Carlos. I represent APTAP. All power to all people. Zero power to Zionists. Zero colonialism. What you are doing right now in this city is continuing the disgusting nature of colonialism, the disgusting nature of imperialism. Look up the definition of imperialism. It's all within the policies, which means when these police officers come down on the street and they decide that they want to take the life of another brown body, there is no oversight for that. That's imperialism, ladies and gentlemen. This man signed up to be an enforcer of imperialism. Is there any...
A nigga, the police officer stepped to the side. This unprecedented shit. You know, people are fed up, nigga. There's enough
Condor
blood
1 to
on
Roost.
America's hands.
The church is
There's
sealed
an
up.
overwhelming
And
amount
Baby Eagle?
on the hands of law
Nothing yet.
enforcement and their
They
officers.
sure do have this place locked up
For
tight.
the police chief to step
I
aside.
see. I can think of one reason they'd want to do so.
Oh, she's here. That's for
Does
sure.
anybody else want to say
I'll
anything?
find a way in. Condor 1.
It doesn't matter. Okay, the people want to talk. Come up here. The people want to talk. The people want to talk. Come up here. This is our press conference. And I put my lips all over this microphone.
I would like to hear what the police chief has to finish saying. And I want you to also be a part of that conversation because this is an opportunity for us to have a conversation.
Let's hope for no more surprises.
You're coddling up to imperialism, brother. There will be no coddling to imperialism. If you don't have a question about what kind of charges are going to be brought by so you are coddling to imperialism. I don't stand for that.
Hey, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
How many fucking podcasts, how many fucking videos, how many times have niggas tried to speak to the police and the police come in there with this brazen ass attitude and a lot of hubris as if they're above even speaking to us. And also too, niggas don't want to hear you quantify fucking points of what you just gotta say. These political ass answers. The chief police is a political position. They have to be voted in. So the thing is like, nigga, he right. You coddling imperialism, nigga. The thing is that you normalize these executions and then you train a society to fear power structure instead of trusting community service. If the slogan or the mission statement behind law enforcement is to protect and serve, then why is it so common for niggas to fear police? You shouldn't fear police if they protect and serve, but no, they protect and serve the elites, they protect and serve property, but they terrorize, harass, and murder citizens. It's the thing of like a cop killing. We haven't seen that hasn't been. It was ICE, and then we've seen like a downtick of cop killing. We've seen an uptick of our babies being murdered. More on that in a second, but. If you normalize these
I'm gonna go back inside that shit and upgrade my weapon.
this does something to you psychologically. And this puts you in a mindset of fear. More on that later. Now, there was new audio. Rest in peace, Corey Darrell Ruiz. Arrest the fucking cop that shot him in the head. 3 times, like point blank range, nigga. That shit was a fucking execution, bro. And I think the thing is, like, we continually have to cover stories like this. This is fucking America, nigga. This is what they do. This is the, like he said, this is the
If you
continuation
want to
of
buy your
imperialism.
chance out there,
That is what they
best
do.
tune up your
They
kids.
murder citizens. So rest in peace to Mr.
There you are.
Ruiz.
As you
Condolences out to his
and
family.
come back
And fuck the
anytime.
Madison police. And the fact that they don't have to wear body cams out there is a fucking red flag. Because now we can't even get the real raw footage of what happened, and it is going to be left up to the police word versus citizens word, because the only thing we see is the peak of the confrontation.
Yeah.
We didn't get to see the moments leading up to it. We don't know why they stopped him. None of this shit. So everything that we've seen has been from quite a distance as well, especially given the fact that they pulled out guns on him. So I think just the normalization of these things, this has been the thing that's been trying, like they've been attempting to normalize in the black community, and we continue to protest and we continue to resist. But
You get to this other save point first.
in the Nolan Wells case proves that Nolan died on the boat. And it confirms that Judge Ashley Cole tried to use her power to deceive the public and protect her stepchild. Everybody, like, and there's still no arrest made. They sent the body to the family's private autopsy that was obtained by Colin Kaepernick. They sent the body to D.C. without a throat. He doesn't have his throat. That's tampering with evidence.
They don't give a shit. I don't understand. That's okay. They're so naive. What the fuck is that? Right, not so we're the door. Or the range for the motherfucker. Watch. We've been talking about a line. It's in here. I just saw it. I just fucking saw it. It's in the kitchen. Motherfucker. Shit.
So whoever the medical examiner is in Mississippi, they need to be arrested as well. Tampering with evidence. This shit is so fucking corrupt. It is so in your face about its corruption that the judge, who is the step,
oh nigga,
to one
I
of
was about to say.
one of the people that was with Nolan Wells the night that he died. They're so involved, and they just think like, yeah, all we gotta do is just, it's a black kid. So what? This nigga died. So what? Our death is so normal and so like, they just it's almost deemed irrelevant. She came out and made statements and basically tried to deceive the public with her position of power. And then the audio is if you heard the audio, I don't have it on hand because the person that got it is and the person that I uncovered it, and it's been uncovered several places. But basically, like, Yeah, they ask him, like, is he still alive? Try to get him to stop trying to resuscitate him.
What?
Nancy Grace is on the case.
There she is.
Nancy Grace is on the case and she's not fucking her.
I didn't pay that.
But that white woman right there, she's going to get the job done.
She was that.
Look, I'm going to tell you something about Nancy. There ain't no bias in this shit. Nancy wants justice. Nancy wants the truth. Nancy needs to know what the fuck happened and why. So they talked about this with the medical examiner and DC. The discoloration to the back of the head showed blunt force trauma to the back of the head. The fact that the throat is missing means that they're hiding the evidence of a death, whether that be strangulation, blunt force trauma, then strangulation, hit you in the back of the head and then choke you to death. But niggas is not gonna let this go. They're not gonna get away from this shit. If you fuck some of this shit every week, I'm gonna say something about it every week. Everything goes up every week. But arrest everything. Arrest the judge. Who's trying to cover it up? Arrest the judge who allowed them to park the boat at the house where it got cleaned at. Her power to deceive the public, disorder her. Arrest all the children involved. All the children have one distinct story, but they was all there. Where the fuck is this young nigga who's saying, oh, if y'all don't come to the truth, I'm exposed you can arrest that nigga too? Yeah. What's up? What are we doing? Never in my life seen a case with so many suspects and no arrests. Even beyond racism, just a gross misuse of the law, nigga. Bro, been arrested with 3 niggas for 1 bag. It was a nickel bag. We couldn't have all possessed a nickel bag. That means 2 other niggas could be arrested for a bag of weed that was found close by where we were. Third possession. We could have been charged with possession of 1 nickel bag of weed. 2 people can be with 1 person who was murdered, clearly, but let's just say for the sake of the case, found dead. Left with the crime. Just trying to cover up the tracks of the children. Just shut down. Witnesses say that she was cleaning it at 3 a.m. They asked people. They know the crazy story. The money gets sent for a private with the throat message. No arrest? Not even Not even an arrest. Arrest you have to charge him. So, in the interest of fairness, we are waiting and speculating what the charges should be. But I also have been charged with something that I didn't do. And then they drop the charges down to reflect what I actually did. So I know that you can arrest a nigga for something he didn't do, but maybe what it looked like he did. You know that you can arrest a nigga and say he committed strong-arm robbery and then reduce it to death by taking. I know you can do it because it was me. But you can be with a young man and he wound up dead, and you was with him when he died, and y'all on podcast and shit. I mean, come on. Now, at this point, the deaths of our children in this country seem ritualistic. And it seems like an initiation process where the more innocent
Good luck finding someone big enough to use this thing.
We have a young man, the young man who was on the swim team. Hold on. 18-year-old varsity swimmer and honor roll student Irving drowned in Lake Ray Hubbard near Dallas, Texas in April 2026, just a few months ago. 2 individuals who were with him have since been arrested and charged with tampering with physical evidence for allegedly tossing his belongings and failing to report the drowning.
I think that was my last one.
Now, the thing about this case that doesn't make sense is the same thing. They got rid of his codes and his phone. It's April. It's coming out now for another thing. But these things are happening and they're flying under the radar, and there's a lot of black children dying. There's a lot of black children dying while they out with COVID. Let's go down the list. I was going to record this. Posting this content, but it's so much to fucking go through that I don't feel like going through every goddamn instance that somebody named. So we're just gonna go. We're gonna start on Instagram. Now, as I did a call to action. To call out children who grew up in predominantly white communities or suburbs, and or just neighborhoods, whatever the case may be. Some people are like, I was from the suburbs and it was a black suburb. Nigga, you know I wasn't talking about you. Damn! I said it clearly today. If you grew up around predominantly white people or people of color, if you grew up being the minority or one of the few black people, I want to hear your stories. So, this is me telling some of the stories. I was pushed in a 12-foot pool, knowing I couldn't swim. Held underwater by 2 boys swimming at their house, one of which physically sat on my shoulders until their parents came and got me. All under the guise of just playing around with boys being boys. Told my mom, who went and beat their mom up and made sure I was in black rooms after that. I lived in the suburbs, but was told early on I was not like them at my home and there. Now, shout out to the motherfucking mother. Your children tried to kill somebody.
There are enough weapons here to get a party going.
This boy's trying to commit a fucking murder. I hate crime.
What you buying?
It's so much of this shit, bro. My younger brother back in 2004 was a Nolan Wells. Went swimming with mostly white boys and didn't make it back home. Only one other black kid was there. My brother was 15 years old. No charges or anything. Some people don't even want to discuss, but there's 1,100 comments. There's 1,100 comments on Instagram. On TikTok. I'm a suburb kid. I grew up in the modeling industry as one of the only black women. I went on to a summer Euro trip with some non-blacks who kept trying to walk fast and leave me behind in different places in Spain pre-Google Maps. I called a friend in Barcelona, left them and stayed with her for the rest of the time, because absolutely not. These were my quote-unquote friends. All of a sudden they teamed up to ostracize me and didn't even think about the circumstances. Grew up in a predominantly white suburb. I remember I was a project in high school, and I was the only girl and the only black girl in the group. The rest were white boys. Did the filming project at someone's house. One boy said we could go to his. I told my parents and my dad immediately, before my mother could equally object, was like, hell no. Shout out to fucking daddy.
Yep.
Shout out to people understand. You know what I am going to do? I'm just going to compile a list and make the content out of it, because it's going to take too long. We be here all fucking day. It's like 1,100. It's a total of 2,200 comments. So that's a lot to go through. But the thing is like Nola Wells and the other young man that we just named are not only cautionary tales, but calming tales. This is happening to black kids all over the country in a sense that it seems a little ritualistic. Now, we know in order to get in some gangs, you got to kill somebody. So if you wanted to be initiated into the Klan, it seems like the death of a black child would surely do it. And we talking about places like Lake Ray Hubbard.
Gun
And we
rhymes
talking
with
about
fun
places
for a
but
reason, stranger.
then this gets me into this idea of what the Klan is. We discussed it a little bit on the Patreon, but we also discussed the fact that the head of the Klan is called the Klan Wizard. Wizards cast spells, they do magic. And the main spell that they cast on Americans as a whole is fear. If you have a 17-year-old, if you have a 14-year-old, if you have an 18-year-old, and you constantly hear stories about them dying, and you constantly see the faces of black children dying, you get frozen with fear. If you see it happen once in a while, if you see a black child die on the nightly news every now and then you understand that these are isolated situations. But when every time you open your phone, you hearing about another black child dying, after a while, it feels like it's happening to you. After a while, it feels like your child just died. And we're taking on the trauma from situations that don't have anything to do with us individually, but have everything to do with us communally. And this is the constant attack of fear on not only American society, but the black community specifically. Especially when it comes from power structures like the police force, or when it comes from individuals and citizens that are acquitted and never held accountable, or in the Nolan Wells case, not even charged. Carmelo Anthony case, self-defense, he's been charged with murder for defending himself. And it stokes a fear in you that, goddamn, just raising my child, just moving them to the right neighborhood, quote-unquote right neighborhood, getting them in pursuit of a better education, making sure they're involved in extracurriculars, but isolating them from their own community and people that look like them is advantageous for them individually and also equally as dangerous. The idea of giving your child a better life puts them in the line of danger via the individuals that you're surrounding them with. And then you have to constantly hear about it on the fucking nightly news, on the social media, on all media news cycles, and then you're looking at your 17-year-old like, I don't want you to even go to a party no more. I don't want you to go on a school trip. I don't want you to go swimming with those people. And these children will get to the point where they don't understand that you're protecting their life, and they only looked at you as trying to make them a social pariah. That's black magic.
Yeah, you know, that's black magic.
Now, the constant scenery of you being charged and you being acquitted. You murdering somebody, we know you killed them and they never charged you. What about other forms of black magic? Of people that come from abundance, of people that come from a history of rich agriculture are now constantly marching. And I told y'all, it's the dough like C4, little stuff in the G5, dying in G4. See you in footwear, see your power. I'm so hard, that's when that white was so good.
You stay for the record, you're racist.
I'm
a black male. Please.
I'm a black male,
African American black.
Oh,
African American black. Descendant of slave, that's what they call it.
American diet. Hot dog, meat, cheese, bread, cheeseburger, pizza, wings,
Cheeseburger.
fried food, all these things. There's never, and then for the sake of
Cheeseburger.
convenience, this is all they will give you at fast food restaurants, and for the sake of profits, we don't know what goes into processed food. There is, by the FDA regulation, a certain amount of human DNA allowed to be in the beef. We know that when Burger King says 100% real beef, that 100% real beef is the name of a company. So that they don't get charged with false advertising. They are using 100% real beef, the company. They're not using 100% beef, the product. But they can say 100% real beef, because that's the company they buy it from. But there is a certain amount of human DNA. There is a certain amount of fecal matter. There is a certain amount of sawdust used for filling in processed foods. We talked about it a little bit last week, but the music. The
G-Unit footwear.
That you're getting out of the music is subject matter. Murder, misogyny,
G-Unit footwear.
drug use, hyper-consumption, sex, drugs, alcohol, all of degenerate behaviors. Now, India R.E. came under fire for criticizing the young
But she
Miami
said
song
G-Unit footwear.
because they actually brought the scam-ass niggas at, which is degenerate behavior, which is illegal behavior that we're promoting to the masses. But India R.E. also had a song.
It's illegal.
It's a hit. I'm not observing the video, it's a hit. So you can make a hit with a positive message. But that doesn't work for
G-Unit footwear.
So Black History be a food. If you look at their on Tyrone, they tell you three different aspects. Food, music, and mass media. The music specifically, because music is the heartbeat of the black community. We love music. We love to create music. The drum that represents the heart. That's our lifeblood. That's what we do. That's how we communicate. Right? So the messages in the music.
Cut his head off, man. G-Unit footwear.
Degradation. I would even say this, like, I didn't like that Gunna song. Which one? There's no sexual tension. There's no sensuality. There's no innuendo. You getting fucked tonight.
Looks like there's something over there.
Country that have utilized all of this communication to us to control or degrade us. The control is the fear. The control is the messaging. The degradation comes through the messaging. The control is in the food. You know, food is supposed to be fuel. So if you've eaten something and it makes you sleepy afterwards, it's the opposite of fuel. How many people are eating shit
all day
that's making them feel groggy and having to go 12-hour shift? But then, not only do you not have the energy to complete the 12-hour shift, you got 6 hours left on the clock, but there's a guarantee that as soon as you get off, you're going to lay your ass down and you ain't doing nothing else productive with your life the rest of the day. Essentially, they have manufactured our diet in a multitude of ways. They manufacture our physical, our mental, and our spiritual diet. When we talk about religion, and we talk about the controlling aspects of it, I just need to know what has the religion done for our community.
Oh, God.
Shit. God damn it.
The critique of religion. I don't have to believe in that shit. The benefit of it, deconstructed it, and I've seen how y'all behave when people start deconstructing, which is going to further be deconstructed. I've also seen how y'all alleviate taskers of any accountability. in the same token where children are harmed, the marriages are broken up. So I don't know what the benefit of the religion is. I damn sure can't see the benefit of it at large for the community. And if you're engaging with something for, could we call it centuries? If you've been engaged in a religious practice for centuries, that you haven't seen any benefit at large to the community, and only benefits on an individual individual. Maybe this is a control.
Oh God.
This is a control for the main factor. The spirit die. Maybe this doesn't open you up to the full rank of your spiritual power. The mental, music, mass media, not only with the food, but with the
I'm gonna smoke it first.
not only with the food, but with the
Oh fuck.
penetration.
It went out, so fuck it.
In Baltimore, where if you live in row houses in Philadelphia, how you gonna want to move around? Like, you don't want to be in a house. You disengage from a community. So they give you these small spaces to live in where
You have to fall.
there is no space to sleep. There is no space for creativity. There is no space for creative expression. There is no individual expression in the neighborhood. And then there's no community upkeep of the neighborhood. What you see when you go outside every day affects your mental health. If the neighborhood looks run down,
I did not press that shit.
so they have manufactured artificial and these are tenants, right? These are tenants of not only white supremacy and imperialism, these are signs of a dictatorship. But the main spell that it casts over the American populace is fear, keeping you scared. Now, white people are historically committed
Really?
to deception. They are moving. And when it comes to transparency, they are curious.
Get the fuck.
And the people who desire proximity to whiteness adopt these tactics.
Try to train them.
Back to Stringer University. There was a group of Hispanics that were loud and proud on the internet about being upset about not being invited to. And then there's some Hispanics kicked out of school because y'all can't stop saying this. So I think the basic lack of respect and whatever the new name is, where Dean is supposed to be doing. He's been documented being racist several times. Now, it's right in India.
Get the fuck out of here.
As soon as the disease hits you, goddamn, you can drop it. You know what it is? Because you adopt the tactics of the white supremacists to be empowered, to be in proximity to the power. You view the power as something that's obtainable. And the power is really about having dominion over somebody's diet. Their physical, their mental, their spiritual diet. Their food, their music, their mass music. the stories that they tell and the stories that people tell about them. Y'all want dominion over people. And you think if you adopt the ways of the white man that you'll get it. And you don't understand that you're only going to be able to be, at best, a tool in the workshop of a white supremacist. So, when I say they'd rather kill than to tell you the truth about who they are, they do. The idea of a society that needs a whistleblower tells you everything you need to know about the system. It tells you at a deep governmental level that the function of the government is to deceive the public. You think about this with data centers. In the data centers, there aren't chemical compounds that people use to cool the system. It is cheaper to use your drinking system. So they would rather deplete a natural resource and not.
Oh my God.
Not just a natural resource for America, a natural resource for the biology of the human fucking being. Just a necessary process to keep your black ass alive every day. But
That's crazy.
in order,
I gotta do all that shit again. Yeah, fuck that. What about that?
they'll gladly deplete the resource.
I don't know where I'm supposed to go.
So no hesitation about chemical compounds when it comes to what you ingest. No hesitation about chemical compounds when you take the baby boomers out there.
Un forastero.
No hesitation about chemical compounds when you spread chemicals over all the projects and stuff. No hesitation about chemical compounds when it comes to what they filter into your fucking drinking water. And when it comes to pulling their fucking computers and their data centers that make them all fucking turning your car into a block camera, turning your glasses into block camera, your phone is a block camera, and then on the corner there's a block camera. And the only way to store all this data and keep all this tabs on you is your drinking water, which causes your water bill to go up, which causes your electricity bill to go up. They're not putting the bills for any of their water usage. They're putting it on you. There you go. So, I guess we just gotta think quickly. We're having a problem.
Alright, hold on.
Not bad, right? A black man band together to protect his family from
Present for you.
Why it blow up so fucking fast?
And Hispanic can't even do you the service to just stop saying nigga. A word that's not even natural to them. They ain't hear their parents saying that, unless it was derogatory, but they didn't hear their parents saying it as slang.
Shit. God damn it.
Y'all just said everything crazy. It's like y'all was giving us this. And then they say, oh, we're trying to frame because I'll come up with a different thing in the word. Look how I'm saying this shit. Stop trying to refer to start coming with finger. But when the energy is returned, I see several people adopt, and that's for them. But that's the thing that black men, they never listen to do. We are honest about ourselves and who we are. We're honest about our flaws. We criticize one another. Whether it's smart tactic or not, it is honest. The funny thing about this is Is that honest? Honesty.
What the fuck?
There should be gate kept. We criticize for being too honest about ourselves in public. We criticize each other. Because we're right and wrong with the black community. Now, giving away all our fucking game and sauce and secrets, that ain't honesty. That's shit. Explain to white people what happens at a black funeral, that ain't honesty. That's stupid. Because that's the culture. Our celebrities, we're supposed to criticize leaders, we're supposed to criticize the movements for our business. Which is honest. That's not cool. But now, honesty and transparency is tactic instead of a standard. So the line we sit across, and we shouldn't, and are refused to allow, is us absolving them of their crimes and putting the responsibility and blame on ourselves for what others done and continue to do. We love to do that. We love to absolve these other communities of their crimes against us. We love to make excuses for the kinds of the communities that continue to degrade us.
Sorry.
That they fall on our community.
Give me a break already.
Because then you absolve them of your crimes and make yourself responsible. Dude, it's not honest. That's stupid. And then it's like, and that's a big thing. Huh? Niggas, that's me set the water on fire. Huh? Difficulty I'm already experiencing. Because I'm going to resolve the niggas that threw me in the water. No, that's not a line we can cross. There is an honesty and a critique that should be having to improve the community, to hold the community accountable. But removing accountability from the people in the position you in is not the way to go. That's stupid. That's naive. That's how you continually get stabbed in the back. Because the niggas that's doing the stabbing know you'll take the knife off and blame yourself for it being there. That's not going to happen. That's dumb. We no longer are doing that. I ain't praying for my enemies unless I'm praying for them to die.
Oh my god.
A step towards progress for us would be putting back resources into the hood, quote unquote, instead of fearing the people who lack a wealth of material conditions, engage with them and without judgment. Because when we get out the hood, we take our resources with us and we continue a cycle of depleting the possibility for the children and the resources available to the community. Understand that in the night,
one down.
shit was so volatile. Now this is a structural thing. This is a very structural thing. As this black let's say stuff into paying food. He works at a dry cleaner, black-owned dry cleaner. As the drugs take over the neighborhood and it get worse, I need to move this. First of all, niggas ain't paying for dry cleaning. Because first, it's not a resource that's needed in a drug-addled community, in a gang-ridden community, where drug use and drug sales are at its
Not looking so good.
At its peak.
Puedes correr.
Oh, no,
Ahí está.
the dry cleaning service. I don't know if it's necessary resource for the community. So I do understand, and this is strategic. We're taking the business owners out of the community too. So not only are we defeating the usefulness of the business, but we're taking them out of the community and we're putting them into
War.
or putting them out of business altogether. And let's just say from 85 to 2005, now I don't. Listen. Never get it down with any of these scary bitch ass niggas. I'm never gonna do it. I'm never gonna agree with you. The young men that are outside today are nowhere near as dangerous as the young men 30 years ago. It's just not happening. The numbers don't lie. The crime statistics tell you everything. Every major city, violence has gone down. It has plummeted. It has reached 50-year lows. These young men are not as dangerous. These young men are constantly in your face on the internet, pretending to be dangerous.
Needed to break those?
Examples of their fathers and before them. And those are the examples of the diet of America. America has chosen to feed your young men a diet of gangster, gang member, street nigga activity as an example of what it means to be a black man. That's the diet that they on. That is not who they are. You change the diet, you change the child. See, if you start looking at these things as a diet, then we understand what happens when you change your diet. You change your body, you change your mind, you change your quality of life. If you engage with these young men as they are today, these are some of the nicest, actually anxious, actually just shy kids. Hiding behind masks. Not because they want to listen. When the mask becomes a fashion statement, it ain't about robbery no more. It's about hiding. It's about fear of being seen. It's about a fear of being inadequate. I've been around these young men. They're not dangerous. They got the same adolescent attitudes as their white counterparts, as their Hispanic, as their Asian counterparts. They have teenage angst like everybody else, but because you deny them of humanity, you donate it to them being gangster, and they don't want to listen, and they're difficult to deal with, and you're talking about your fucking babies, nigga. You're talking about your future. I don't want to hear no community talk. I don't want to hear no what we got to do in the black community.
I know about something.
I don't want to hear nothing about people if you scared of the youth. Because you don't truly, if you scared of the youth, you don't see a future in the community. Period, point blank. So, I understand 20 years ago, 25, 30, 40 years ago. If you want to go get your degree and get the fuck away from the hood, get it. Understood. Now, we need there no more. We have to return our resources. All the projects are gone. So wherever there are predominantly black neighborhoods, the only thing that they are struggling with is pure poverty and a lack of resources, a lack of community center, a lack of community resources, a lack of a city budget that will pour into their education, and a lack of possibilities that they could be. If I've never seen a dentist in my neighborhood, I don't know I can be a dentist. If I've never seen a doctor or a lawyer in my neighborhood, I don't know I can be a doctor and a lawyer. If the only people that return to the hood are rappers, that's all I'm gonna want to be. That's what they're really trying to escape poverty. So when you get it up and you take the resources with you, you are continue on that cycle, depleting the possibility with the faith to be. And the people they are surrounded with have a limited imagination. And the people they surrounded with that take them down. Nobody wants to sink to the bottom. And then what did it say? If you're trying to save the ground, case of fucking. You got people that are grounded spiritually, grounded mentally, grounded financially, and they want to take the minute to that. That's something unique to black people in the world. That is and if you continue to dehumanize yourself, you won't see it as human behavior. You'll see it as a black thing. Sometimes I think it's a black thing. Trying to not speak to be a black nigga, that's stupid. Trying something to get stolen, it's also a black thing. But y'all want to talk about that. So, I understand the history of violence. I understand how the but all black people are accept that as a truth. Listen, Douglas County High School was 85-90% black. We get you 5% of the students never got a fight. Probably never had a fight with this day. Don't tell me stop up. And at one black school, this is not too critical. It's okay. It's actually and the diet that you've been given. You've been given a diet of high bullshit. Makes you imagery of yourself being the worst version of yourself. So when you see the worst version of yourself, the cameras go off, the lights go off. Oh, this must be who we are. No, that's the diet that got you. And this position lived in slavery. A local farmer in the neighborhood. Had all possibilities of what they could be. And then we go from poverty to middle class. All they need is possibility. So stop taking your resources and running them out the neighborhood. And stop sitting online talking every day and not engaging with niggas. You're engaging with someone all day. We did a graduate viewpoint that nobody gave us that idea, nigga. I called Big Cat and said, this is what we doing. Because this is what we talk about. And we about this shit.
Damn.
Maybe they didn't give me no bright idea to go talk to the academy. That's what we do. I got a car waiting on somebody right now. I'm just waiting on them to get the title. Nissan also I'm gonna give away. I paid to get it fixed. It had a few issues. I paid to get it fixed. Somebody told me they needed a car. I got it fixed. I'm waiting on the title. But anybody have to tell me to do that shit. I'm just not online all day just about talk. When there's very viable actions that you could be taking. There shouldn't be a child in need and all you niggas flex all this fucking money all day. How the fuck you flexing about your child and what they got? You see another child with them, and then you criticize the mother instead of helping the fucking child. Y'all see y'all kids in school to be fashionistas, nigga. And so you can criticize, no. Them days over. Them days over. You see another child in need, you help them. I want to go see my nephew. My nephew's telling me about, first of all, he has scholarship. He go to HBCU in North Carolina A&T, NCAT, nigga. You know what I'm saying? He could have went to. Tell you something about the fucking program we running over here, nigga. He could have went to Wake Forest, scholarship. Environmental sciences, scholarship. And publications in Winston-Salem about shit he did at water treatment centers in high school. He could have went to Wake Forest. They wanted him back. That's what he said. I'm going to pay fees to him. We back.
Sacrificial lamb, you will receive our most sacred body. It begins now. When day breaks, you too will join our covenant to share in my holy blessing forever.
What the hell? What the hell? Great. Get to the building. Extra.
Condor 1 to Roost. Do you read me?
Condor 1? You've been radio silent for 3 hours. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Won't let it happen again.
And the church?
Still looking for whatever key I need.
Copy that. I'm glad you're okay. Roost out.
Back to sheets. Yeah. Okay. Pause is true pause.
Resources and put it in a black space and allow the black space to nurture the resource. He was like, man, before we go, he was like, yeah, I'm just picking up some double shifts. I got this much left on my tuition this month because I had to pick up. He was like, I'm picking up summer classes so I can graduate early. He not telling me this. We just talking. I was like, let me use your phone real quick. Found out what his cash out was. Sent him what he needed. Yeah. Just go ahead and don't even worry about a double shift. If you want to do it just to put some money in your pocket, that's cool. I got that. Yeah. But they had to tell me to do that shit, nigga. Yeah. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Y'all nigga, Dead Fresh, Carlton, you didn't spend an unruly amount of money on designers. What have they ever given you back? Ever. 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 I go to the Kumba coffee shop twice a week. They know me in there. Nobody had to tell me to do this. You niggas is talking about it. And it's very easy to do. You want everything to be convenient. Everything is supposed to be convenient, nigga. This is how you can defy a power structure. By resisting convenience. You won't resist convenience. So you're going to stay on their diet. They give you the food, they give you the music, they give you the media, and then they control your physical, mental, and spiritual diet. If the goal of imperialism is rugged individualism and hyperconsumption, then you need to limit your consumption and engage in community. That's how you defeat that system. But when you got a bunch of niggas only worried about what's good for them, then you got a community that don't know what's good for itself. So use your knowledge for power instead of proximity to the American power structure. We'll be right back after these commercial breaks. It's kind of crazy how much life can change in just one summer. Last summer looked on 10. And if we can start in the structures of our family, understanding that that's the backbone of the community, is a strong family. And we can start there, it'll spread. And then we kind of remove some of the ego that comes with disaster summer. All right.
Yo,
I want to start this at night.
Deontay Kyle and the coolest co-host in the world. The Big Ice Cat. What's going on with y'all, man? What's the name? I'm not gonna lie, bro. I've been probably on y'all now for like, I don't know, a little bit over a year. I really fuck with y'all shit, man. Like, I fuck with y'all heavy, bro. I hate it, but what's the name? Like, you because of watching